Hi children, today I am going to teach you a new chapter from our English book. Chapter number 7, Matilda Can Do Magic. It's an extract from the book Matilda written by Roald Dahl. Matilda Wormwood is a bright, intelligent and gifted child, but unfortunately her parents would rather have her watch the television than read a book. Matilda is a very intelligent girl, but her parents didn't care her. Her teacher, Miss Honey, recognizes her brilliance and tries to help Matilda learn more, but both her parents and headmistress, Miss Trenchbull, refuse to allow her to do so. Miss Honey was the teacher of Matilda and she wants to help Matilda, but Matilda's parents and headmistress refuses to allow her to do so. One day, when Miss Trenchbull visits the class and finds a newt in her glass of water, she accuses Matilda of playing a prank on her and threatens to expel her. One day, Mistress Miss Trenchbull visits Matilda's class and she found a newt. Newt means a lizard type of animal in her glass of water, and she blamed Matilda for that and threatened her to expel from the school. Suddenly, the glass falls over and the newt lands on Miss Trunchbull, who is now angrier than ever. Everyone has seen that Matilda has not moved from her seat. Then, how did the glass fall? When the glass fell and the newt lands on Trunchbull, she became more angry. Everyone know that Matilda was not more moved from her seat. Then, how did the glass fall? For the answer, we have to wait for the end of the chapter. Matilda did not join the rush to get out of the classroom. After the other children had all disappeared, she remained at her desk quiet and thoughtful. After the bell, all the children were running out from the classroom, but Matilda did not join them. She was the only child who was sitting at the seat, quiet and thoughtful. She was thinking something. She knew that she had to tell somebody about what happened with the glass. Matilda wants to tell somebody what happened to the glass. She couldn't possibly keep a gigantic secret like that bottled up inside her. She did not able to hide a large secret which was inside her. What she needed was just one person, one wise and sympathetic grown up who could help her to understand the meaning of this extraordinary happening. Matilda wants to say that secret to some grown up which was wise and sympathetic. Then, second paragraph. Neither her mother nor her father would be of any use, for they would not believe her. Matilda did not want to tell her mother or father because they would never believe her that what surprising event that take place in the classroom that afternoon, nor realized what an astounding event had taken place in the classroom that afternoon. On the spur of the moment, Matilda decided that the one person she would like to confide in was Miss Honey. Spur of the moment means without any planning. Matilda thought that she can tell her teacher, Miss Honey, about that incident. Matilda and Miss Honey were now the only two left in the classroom. Now, only two persons were in the classroom, that is Matilda and her teacher Honey. Miss Honey had seated herself at her table and was riffling through some papers. At this time, Miss Honey was sitting in her seat and doing something with paper. She looked up and said, said, "Well, Matilda, aren't you going outside with the others?" Miss Honey said to Matilda why she was not going outside with the other children. Matilda said, "Please, may I talk to you for a moment?" Matilda requested Miss Honey to talk to her for a moment. "Of course you may. What's troubling you?" And Miss Honey allowed Matilda to talk. "Something very peculiar happened to me, Miss Honey." Now Matilda told Miss Honey that something very strange happened to her. Miss Honey became instantly alert. Ever since the two disastrous meetings she had had recently about Matilda, the first with the headmistress and the second with Mr. and Mrs. Wormwood. Two incidents were happening in the past with Matilda and Miss Honey. So, Miss Honey became very alert now. One incident with the headmistress and one with Mr. and Mrs. Wormwood. Miss Honey had been thinking a great deal about this child and wondering how she could help her. And now, here was Matilda sitting in the classroom looking particularly exalted. Miss Honey was thinking about this child and she wants to help this child and asking if she could have a private talk. Miss Honey had never seen her looking so wide-eyed and peculiar before. Matilda asked Miss Honey for the permission for a private talk. Yes, Matilda, she said. Tell me what has happened to you that is so peculiar. So, what is that you are so peculiar about? Miss Trunchbull isn't going to expel me, is she? Matilda asked, because it wasn't me who put that creature in the water. So, she is asking whether Miss Trunchbull is going to put her out of the school. I promise you it wasn't. I didn't do it, she said. I know it wasn't, Miss Honey said. Am I going to expel? I think not, Miss Honey said. The headmistress simply got a little overexcited, that's all. She said, no, that is because she said out of anger. Overexcited means more than the usual. What do you want to talk to me about, Matilda? I want to talk to you about the glass of the water with the creature in it, Matilda said. You saw it spilling over Miss Trunchbull, didn't you? I did indeed. Well, Miss Honey, I didn't touch. I never went near it. I know you didn't, Miss Honey said. You heard me telling the headmistress that it couldn't possibly have been you. So, she said she did not put the creature in the water. But it was me, Miss Honey, Matilda said. That's exactly what I want to talk to you about. Miss Honey paused and looked carefully at the child. I don't think I quite follow you, she said. But it was me who put the glass down. So, hearing these kind of things, Miss Honey is getting confused. I got so angry of being accused of something that I hadn't done that I made it happen. You made what happen, Matilda? I made the glass tip over. I still don't understand what you mean, Miss Honey said gently. So, one side Matilda says, Miss Honey, that she did not get up from the place, and other side she says that it's me who put the glass down. So, Miss Honey is getting confused with these two statements of the child. I didn't with my eyes. I did it with my eyes, Matilda said. I was staring at it and wishing it to tip, and then my eyes went all hot and funny, and some sort power came out of them, and the glass just toppled over. Toppled means fell over. So this child says, I was staring. Staring means continuously looking at a particular point. She said she was staring that glass and she wished that it should tip and fall. So, wishing it to tip and then my eyes went all hot and funny. So, continuously looking to the glass, her eyes began to feel hot and a kind of rays came out of the eyes. So, she says, I did that. And the rays come out from my eyes and then the glass toppled, fell over. Miss Honey continued to look steadily at Matilda through her steel-rimmed spectacles, and Matilda looked back at her just as steadily. I am still not following you, Miss Honey said. Do you mean you actually willed the glass to tip over? So, for Miss Honey, it was a confusing thing, and she was continuously looking that child, and she also looking the face of the teacher. It says that Matilda is not lying. Yes, Matilda said, with my eyes. Miss Honey was silent for a moment. She said She did not think Matilda meant to lie. It was more likely that she was simply allowing her vivid imagination to run away with her. You mean you were sitting where you are now and you told the glass to topple over? And it did. Something like that, Miss Honey. Yes. Here, Miss Honey asking the child, did you really wish that the glass tip over? Vivid means lively. See in the picture, the way she looks, she is imagining. So, Miss Honey thought this child is imagining these things. Children can imagining so many things. Something like that, Miss Honey. Yes. See the child's imagination. She said, yes, I sat here and I told with my eyes to the glass to move and the glass moved. Okay, students, it's all for today. Thank you.